Ancient China civilization, hidden secrets behind its great power. How did a land of warring kingdoms build the Great Wall, invent gunpowder, and dominate trade for 2,000 years, only to collapse, rise again, and become today's global superpower? In the next 10 minutes, we'll uncover the hidden systems, ruthless strategies, and forgotten secrets that made ancient China unstoppable. And stay till the end, because we'll also reveal how China's past shapes the future of 23 million Muslims living there today. This is the story they don't teach you in school. The Dragon's Blueprint. When we talk about power that lasts millennia, ancient China stands alone. From 2100 BCE to 1912 CE, Chinese civilization wasn't just one empire. It was a chain of dynasties that mastered something no other ancient culture did: systematic continuity. The Egyptians built pyramids. The Romans built roads. But China built a civilization engine that could reboot itself after every collapse. So what were the hidden secrets behind this great power? It wasn't just luck or size. It was 5 core pillars: bureaucracy, philosophy, technology, trade control, and cultural unity. Let's break them down. 1. The secret weapon: meritocratic bureaucracy. In 221 BCE, Qin Shi Huang unified China. His brutal secret? He replaced aristocratic rule with a system where anyone could rise through exams. By the Han Dynasty, the imperial examination system was born. For 1,300 years, China recruited leaders based on knowledge of Confucian texts, law, and governance, not bloodline. This created the most stable administrative machine in history. While Europe was ruled by feudal lords who couldn't read, China had scholar officials running provinces with standardized laws, taxation, and census data. The result? A state that could mobilize millions for projects like the Grand Canal, a 1,100-mile waterway built in the 600 CE that still moves cargo today. 2. Philosophy as statecraft. Confucianism and legalism. Ancient China didn't separate politics from philosophy. 2 schools shaped its DNA. Confucianism taught social harmony, respect for hierarchy, and moral leadership. It told every farmer, soldier, and emperor, your role matters to the whole. This created insane social stability. But harmony alone doesn't build empires. So they fused it with legalism. Harsh laws, collective punishment, and rewards for loyalty. The Qin dynasty used this to crush rivals. Later dynasties balanced both. Control the mind and you control the kingdom. This dual system is why Chinese dynasties lasted 300+ years on average, while European ones averaged 70. 3. Technology supremacy, the 4 great inventions. You've heard of them: paper, printing, gunpowder, and the compass. But the real secret isn't that China invented them. It's how early and how systematically they deployed them. Paper, in 105 CE, meant bureaucracy could scale. Tax records, laws, and exams spread nationwide. Printing, by the 700 CE, meant ideas spread 500 years before Gutenberg. Gunpowder, by the 800 CE, was weaponized by the Song dynasty with rockets and bombs. The compass, by 1100 CE, gave China naval dominance, launching the Ming dynasty's treasure fleets 80 years before Columbus. While Europe was in the Dark Ages, China ran a proto-industrial state. The Song dynasty alone produced more iron in 1078 CE than all of Europe did in 1700. 4. The Silk Road, controlling the world's first global economy. China's power wasn't just internal. They engineered the Silk Road not just as a trade route, but as a geopolitical tool. By controlling silk, porcelain, and tea, China created 2,000 years of trade surplus. Rome literally drained its gold reserves buying Chinese silk. But the hidden genius: tributary system. Neighboring states had to send gifts to the emperor to trade. This made China the center of the Asian world order, without massive overseas colonies. They exported goods, imported respect. That mindset drives China's Belt and Road Initiative today. 5. Cultural unity, one script, one history. Most empires fracture because of language. China solved this in 221 BCE. Qin Shi Huang standardized writing. A person in Canton and Xi'an couldn't speak to each other, but they could read the same laws, poems, and history books. Then they wrote official histories for every dynasty. Each new regime legitimized itself by preserving the last dynasty's records. This created a 4,000-year continuous identity. The idea of China survived Mongol invasions, civil wars, and colonization because the story of China never broke. The fall and the rise again. So why did it collapse in the 1800s? The secret strengths became weaknesses. Bureaucracy became rigid. Confucianism rejected new science. The world industrialized while China looked inward. The Opium Wars and colonial humiliation followed. But here's the final secret: ancient China never really died. In 1949, the system rebooted. Modern China uses meritocratic exams for Communist Party officials. It uses legalist-style control with Confucian harmony messaging. It leads in paper again, but now it's patents and AI papers. The Belt and Road is the Silk Road 2.0. The blueprint is 2,000 years old. Special segment, Muslims in China, past, present, future. Now, as promised, let's address a crucial part of China's story, the Muslim community. Past, Islam entered China in 651 CE during the Tang Dynasty through Arab traders on the Silk Road. The emperors welcomed them. Xi'an's Great Mosque, built in 742 CE, still stands. Under the Yuan and Ming dynasties, Muslims became generals, astronomers, and explorers. Zheng He, China's greatest admiral, was a Hui Muslim. For centuries, Muslims were integrated as traders, scholars, and loyal subjects. The secret to their success? They adapted. Chinese Muslims blended Confucian ethics with Islamic faith, creating a unique Hui identity. Present, today, China has about 23 million Muslims, mainly Hui and Uyghur ethnic groups. The Hui, spread across China, are largely integrated and practice freely, running halal restaurants in every major city. The Uyghurs in Xinjiang face significant challenges. Since 2017, international reports have documented restrictions on religious practices, re-education facilities, and surveillance in the region, citing security and counter-extremism reasons. The Chinese government states these are vocational training centers to combat poverty and terrorism. This remains a globally debated human rights issue. Access for independent journalists is limited, making verification complex. Future. The future of Muslims in China splits two ways. For Hui Muslims, continued integration is likely aligned with the state narrative of Chinese Islam. For Uyghurs, the trajectory depends on China's policy shifts and global pressure. Beijing is promoting Sinicization of religion, meaning all faiths must conform to Chinese culture and party leadership. If economic development in Xinjiang succeeds, tensions may reduce. If not, the region will remain a focal point of international scrutiny. China's ancient secret was unity through standardization. The question is whether that model can accommodate diverse identities in the 21st century. The Dragon's lesson. Ancient China's great power came from systems, not emperors. Systems that rewarded talent, controlled ideas, mastered technology, dominated trade, and told a unified story. Those systems collapsed when they stopped adapting. They're rising now because they've started adapting again. The hidden secret is this: power isn't about walls or armies. It's about building a civilization that can learn, forget, and rebuild itself without losing its soul. That's why China has lasted 5,000 years. And that's why the world watches what it does next. Thank you for watching. If you found this deep dive into ancient China's secrets and the story of Muslims in China informative, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful historical documentaries.